In this episode, Fred talks about our fan club anniversary dolls, plus a fun surprise we got from a fan. And make sure to stick around to the end of the video for photos, plus a behind-the-scenes teaser on the making of one of the fan club anniversary dolls' outfits.
All right, here's Frupdate number 15, and this is going to be a good one because from our last video when we talked about tariffs, the tariffs had lowered, and that means we can resume shipment to the States, and all happened my birthday. It was a really good birthday, and because of that, we can finally launch our anniversary dolls. They're the ones that I find just stunning. So Tina and Thomas were my favorite until the anniversary dolls are out. Were out. And I still have, well, you guys will see in this video. Which one do you think? I think they're still 50-50 because I just like casual wear so much, but the anniversary dolls are just that stunning. So yeah, we're going to talk about the anniversary dolls today. There's a lot to talk about because there's so much thought that's put into those dresses. I mean, the sheer volume is amazing. I mean, the designers, they relate all the information to me. There's so much. Anyway, I'll just go over all of them. I mean, it's just stunning. We'll see later. And then also two other things before we start. So the first thing is last video we still have those giveaway for the 1,000 subscribers, right? And remember to put your comments down because the deadline is coming soon. And another one is a shout out. So today we also had another good news. There's so much good news recently. I guess you know I should have my birthday every single day because you know there's always good news. But shout out to one of our fans, Stephanie Yu, I think. Okay, I might be wrong. I'm so sorry. Stephanie Yu. Hold on, let me show my phone. It's Stephanie. I don't want to be saying the wrong name. Hold on. Yep, for those who don't know, this is how I answer on Facebook. I've been speaking to Stephanie. Yep, Stephanie Yu. Yeah, I'm sorry. So what happened was it came as a total surprise. Her husband came to Hong Kong, and then her husband apparently had a tenant left in from one of I don't know their couple's shop or something. So the tenant left, and they left behind like a full room full of fabric. And she just messaged me and she said, "Hey Fred, do you want really good fabric?" I'm like, "Okay, sure." And then she's like, "Yeah, we have like a shop full of them, and then please contact my husband, and yeah, we'll talk." And during that time, I was out of town, and a few days later, I came back to Hong Kong and I forgot about it because I'm just forgetful. And then Stephanie sent me another message and, "Hello, Derf. Did you message my husband yet?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot about it." And then I messaged him, and then he was very, very kind. And then just a few days later, we went to the shop, and it's like stunning. All the fabrics there are just so great. Um, they've like a lot of silk, a lot of really high quality like laced fabrics. I think easily they're worth like I don't know like $20 US a yard. So it's just basically gave us all these like treasure, all these cloth for us. So we're gonna get all these cloth back to our warehouse, and then we're gonna see what we're gonna do with it. Hopefully, we can have some that we can make for our dolls in the future. But not all cloth are suitable. And second of all, there's a little problem in that each cloth they don't have a lot of like what's it called footage or yards or like yards, right? For each of them. So if we were going to make anything out of those clothes, the fabrics, maybe it will be like limited 10. So probably a thought that we're going to do is like before we had one edition where we had the same dress but using 10 different fabrics to make it, and then everyone just that's kind of a lucky draw and get the nice ones, but the fabrics are just stunning, beautiful. I'll post some pictures later from on this video. From I can probably post them in this video. But thank you again, Stephanie, and thank you to your husband. Um, yeah. So let's move on to our anniversary dolls. All right, so on to our anniversary doll. So I'm going to do a little brief intro because there might be people who don't know about our anniversary doll. So if you do know, please skip ahead in the video. I don't know, maybe like 5 minutes ahead because I talk slow. But anyway, for those who don't know, every year around April to May or June, we host a series of votes in our official fans group channel in our Facebook. And so what happens is our fans get to vote on every aspect of a doll that we will design together, let's just say. Last year has been our 4th year, so I'm going to show you our 4th anniversary doll soon. But these are our 2nd anniversary dolls. This is Margot, I think, and this is Lawrence. And so how the voting goes is in April, that was probably 2 years ago, then everyone comes on Facebook and then they vote for the theme. After the theme, they vote for the sculpt. After the sculpt, they vote for the skin tone. After the skin tone, they vote for the clothes, then the shoes, then everything that goes along with it. So it's a very fun 2 months because our designers will gather all the information, and also there's some discussion on I don't want to use debate, but there's discussions on this. So it's a very, very lively 2-3 months. And for those of you who wants to join us, please join our official fans group. And then you can come to vote again also next April. And also the anniversary dolls are only exclusive to our members in the fans group. So please remember to apply if you haven't applied yet. But yeah, so these are our 2 anniversary dolls back then. And I will show you our anniversary dolls from last year, or actually this year. No, it was voted this year. Sorry, from this year. All right. And just to juggle everyone's memory, these are the voting results. I'm just going to read them out because I won't remember all of them. And for 2025, we have decided to use the face sculpts. So the Rin's face sculpt, Tom and Rin. I think Tom is for the boy, right? Or is it? Yeah, Tom is for the boy and Rin is for the girl. And then we're going to have a 14.5-inch girl and a 15.5-inch boy. So the boy is slightly taller. And the theme, the era is Edwardian Gibson girl. And the skin tone we have decided to be Flora. And then the girl eyes color to be green, like Pinky. And the boy's eye color to be brown, like Candy. And the girl and the boy hair color to be both brown. And for the girl design, we have chosen design 3 as for the outfit. And also for the boy design, we have chosen hat C and design 3 for the outfit. And then for the girl's shoes, we have chosen shoe B. And for the girl's hat, we have chosen D and hairstyle number 4. And for the boy hairstyle, we have chosen number 1 with outfit color G. And boy shoe style Q. And the girl outfit color C, so it's ivory. So yeah, we have a lot of ABCs. So you can see all that in the voting history on the Facebook. Well, I guess we're just going to show what our anniversary dolls are like. All right, so here are the 3 dolls. This is Isabella, this is Martha, and this is Douglas. So of course, Isabella is the voter doll. Martha, for those who don't know, we have a tradition that usually we issue one that is really conforming to all the votes, right? And then we also have another edition that we find fun. So the ones that we interpret and we design. And then, well, this is Douglas right there. And yep, I'm trying to squeeze my face through all this, right? But yeah, even I is saying like what's the best angle, but I think you guys don't care. You guys are just looking at the dolls. So anyway, but let's move on, and I will talk about each doll individually. All right. So we're going to talk about Isabella, but first of all, we're trying something new. So I think before we always had the camera on a tripod, and when I hold the dolls up, sometimes it just didn't show the details well enough. So what we're going to do is I is actually holding the camera now with her own hands, and she's going to focus on the details as we talk through this video. And so we think that it will be better because you can see the close up on the details of the dolls. But because human hands, they're a bit shaky. They're not as still as tripod. It might be a little shaky. So there's this little drawback. But let us know in the comments if you prefer her to, use her hands to hold the camera or use a tripod. Let us know because we want to do better. Okay, but anyway, first back to the doll for Isabella. So first of all, because Isabella is voted to be all white, so and our designers they put they actually put a lot of details to this because why this looks stunning is because of putting there are 5 pages of details. I don't even remember all of them. So I actually have to look at my cheat sheet and just go along. But all these details kind of add up to just making this dress look stunning. I mean, first of all, I mean it's all white and just too. Oh, it's all sorry. It's not white. It is cream. Yeah. Anyway, this is cream color. And just to have these details make the contrast is their own goal. So we're going to walk through the mindset of the designers on how they take the doll from everyone voted, the one that everyone voted, and then just to engineer to make it real, and then add all these details to just to make it look fabulous. So we're going to walk through this journey. So first of all, we're going to talk about the hat first. So the hat here, what's special is at the end, at the back here, there's split end. So the split end, what it does, it serves two purposes. One of the first one is it's more snugly fit, like that to the hair, and second of all, if it's a full hat, it will actually kind of be puffy and pounce out at the back, right? So having this split end makes the whole shape just look slimmer and better, and you can see this from here too. All right, now let's move on to the face and also the wig. So let me take this off. Anyway, so Isabella has Rin sculpt, kind of like the serene face, and also she has floral skin tone and also green eyes. Yeah, beautiful. And also the wigs are also very special. So the wigs, the voted color is brown, and like usual, we interpret brown because there's a variation of brown, right? And this time the designers find what they think is the perfect fit is the golden brown color. So they chose this color. They think it really matches with Isabella. And what's special is at the back is we have these pom poms. It's really really cute, right? And then there's also these ringlets on the side, right? Also really cute. All right, now onto the dress. And again, we want to talk about the contrast between and how the designers really put a lot of thought to make this dress look special. So on the top part, it looks like it's like kind of a vest, right? In contrast, to the puffy bottom, this is more slim. And how they did that is with vertical lines up here, so that this gives them more of a slimming effect. And this material is also called Dobby, I think, right? Dobby-like, right? It's Dobby-like. I really don't know the professional names of it, but then it's a Dobby-like. And yeah, with that, yeah, this, yeah, it looks slim and this looks snug, right? And then they also add a little lace at the bottom here just to make it more detailed and stylish. Yes. And then, of course, then here we have the puffy sleeves. There are two puffs here with ruffles at the bottom. So the puffs go more in line with the puffy dress at the bottom and shows the contrast with the vest. And these ruffles just make it look better and puffy. So that is the top of the dress. All right, now we're going to move on to the bottom part of the dress. So there's a bow here that's the split between the top and the bottom, right? And then we've got this front split here because that's the style of the Edwardian era, right? And it also had the contrast with all the curves here. So you see this straight corner like front split, and this really contrasts with yeah, these kind of curves, giving the dress much more substance, right? And then right in here, there's this lace layer with a lot of embroideries on here. Um, Beautiful embroideries. And then if we put this skirt up, this layer up, then this layer here, it's all vertical lines, so that matches like the top part, right? And we just added three little beautiful bows here. And all of this, of course, we add a lot of lace and a lot of ruffles also at the bottom just to make it more interesting and with volume and just, yeah, all these little details just make it look better. All right, so now on the final part of the dress, and we want to talk about the many layers of the back, right? To enhance, again, we don't know how to say that word. The vulgar word starts with a B, but anyway, this is the gluteus maximus, where giving that kind of yeah, volume there. So let's count all the layers that go over it. So there's the overskirt right here, so that's one layer. And then there's the embroidery lace, right? The second layer. We talked about that in the front. Then we have the dobby like vertical layer, right? And then, oh, there's just so many layers to give that kind of volume. Then there's the underskirt with very classic vintage patterns on there. And then, of course, we have some ruffles at the bottom. And then, last but not least, we have the anyway. Um, we have the tulle layer. Yep. So that's a lot of layers just to give this effect. And after all these layers are up, you can see there's another, like I won't call this a layer, but these are pantaloons actually. And yeah, just so many things. And yeah, sorry because I'm having trouble keeping all those layers up because I have never had practice before. But anyway, if you can see here, this is also reminiscent of the Edwardian era. They have ruffles at the bottom and then with lace here. And then they also have these very interesting pattern. This is called the pin something stitch, pin tuck stitch. Yeah, all these names. But all these things are, yeah, all the details that our designers insisted that they have to put, like even here, all these pin tuck stitches, right, to make this look pretty. All right, now to the socks and shoes. So socks we use like I think this is lace or mesh fabric on here, and we actually make this knee length because we had a fan suggest this, saying that it is more appropriate for that era. And then for the shoes, so this time we had zippers at the back, so of course they didn't have that at the back, but this is just for ease of wear. So we can just take it off with the zipper. So yeah, finally some pairs of shoes that you don't have to tie the shoelaces on. But for design, of course, we have put the shoelaces on there in a bow, and this is stitched so you cannot untie them. Again, it goes right at the back. And we also added tassels here just for the effect. And then there's lace here on the shoe, the lace here, right? That matches the dress. And then also there's some lace trims here. Wow, our designers just, yeah, all these details. Lace trim here. And then of course then we added the color brown here just to put a little contrast to the whole shoe, showing some contrast. So we also have this umbrella that goes along Isabella, and you can see here, of course, going with the theme, there's a lot of lace on top, and then there are some embroidery up here. I don't know if you can see here, but it's beautiful embroideries here. That looks like flowers, right? And then, of course, even more lace at the middle with more lace at the bottom with a kind of a ruffle effect. And this can open up. If you can see, this can open up beautifully. Yep. So this comes with Isabella. And actually, there's also a pearl bead that goes on top that helps secure the umbrella, so it makes it more secure. So we can just pull it up like that. Yep. Looks beautiful. All right, now we are going to go on Martha. So Martha has the same construction as Isabella. And so the dress is largely the same. I'm not going to repeat everything I said in Isabella, but they are of different colors. And I'm just going to point, the differences, main differences between both of them. Again, this is going back to our tradition every single year. Of course, our designers, they design, sorry, the voters, they vote for the doll. Our designers put another version, another color version out for everyone to choose. So just think of it as an additional choice that all of you can choose from. And yeah, this one, I think they're going for more contemporary look. So there's more pink and more colors on there. But, you know, it has a different kind of taste. That the Isabella is all cream or white color, but this one has a little contrast. I think they both look great, but they're different. So anyway, let's talk about the differences between them. So first of all, let me take this hat off. So Martha also is a ring sculpt, but she has blue eyes instead of green eyes. And she has Frida color instead of Flora. So the hair is more of a dark, probably black brown color, but it also still has these pom poms. And for the overskirt, it's using a more shiny kind of material, so giving a more contemporary look, if you can look right. And then also, of course, underneath here, they also have the vest like it's also a pink color with pink bows. And let's move on to the shoes because the rest of it should be the same. But the shoes here, we can show them here. Yep, it also is using the same more shiny material, so same as the overskirt, and I think a slightly more darker brown, just to show that contrast. But yeah, I hope you like the other alternative version. This is something fun that we do every single year. That besides the voter doll, our designers also have fun in making their own interpretation of the doll as well. All right, now on to the doll Douglas. Douglas, incidentally, is my little brother's name. A lot of people say that he is the more handsome one between us two. I disagree wholeheartedly. But it seems like my opinion is more of the in the minority side. It seems like I'm the only one who says I'm more handsome, but I stand by my view. But anyway, this one is also a very handsome boy. I mean, Douglas right here. And let's go through all the details. So first of all, he is of Tom sculpt, and he has brown eyes, and he's a forest skin tone, so same as Isabella, and he has some slight freckles on there. And so he also has golden brown hair, which also matches Isabella, and he comes with this little top hat, which has texture on top, right? With a little stylish blue band that goes around the hat. And yeah, this is Douglas on the top. And we can move on to the outfit. All right, now to the jacket. So this color part, it's called the notch lapel cutting. And then, also here, we added little beautiful pockets in there, all right? And then in the cuffs, we fold them up and then we have little stitch here so it cannot open up, but it gives this kind of the stylish style that, a lot of boys have and have this, folded up. And then at the back, we included this little vent just to, make it more stylish from the back. And yeah, this is the overcoat. All right, now we have the overcoat off, and now we're going to talk about the vest here. So the vest here has a little kind of salmon-esque color here, right? With a V-neck, beautiful V-neck, and also a pointed design at the bottom. And there's some patterns on the fabric here that I just don't know how to describe. It looks like little lines that go on there, but it's really stylish and gives a kind of a substance in there. Maybe just I can just zoom in on there and just see, right? So I think, yeah, the designers actually chose this fabric just for that kind of um, feel onto that vest. All right, and now underneath the vest, we have a little cute little brown tie here, and also a high collared shirt with this is really special pattern. There's like a diamond shaped pattern that's all over the shirt. That yeah, I think the designers really like this pattern fabric, right? And also here, there's just a waistline that I can only dream of. I wish I have that kind of waistline. All right, now to the dress pants. So the dress pants are a little like turquoise kind of color, a little turquoise kind of color, and of course, again, our designers insist to have pockets, so we can put our. Yep, you know how the saying goes, like put your hands in the pockets. Now we're putting fingers in the pockets. Anyway, um, I is not laughing, so I guess that was a not a bad joke. But at the back here, there are these two like inseams, I guess, that apparently they're called darts. Um, I have to double check with I. Yeah, they're called darts, which is counterintuitive because darts are usually what throw darts at. It's a target, right? So I that does not make a very comfortable target at the back here, but apparently they are really called darts. And these darts are just to make it look more fitting. Um, and I wonder, I didn't notice any darts in my pants, so I wonder. But this does look stylish, so I guess this is something that is around. Now onto the shoes. We have the Oxford laid up, laid Oxford laced up shoes here with a little wingtip style, just to make it more, like gentlemen like to wear, right? Yeah, beautiful shoes. Yeah, these look really beautiful. They're like the my favorite pairs of shoes at home too. All right, and our designers insisted on making these really special doll stands just specifically for these dolls as a surprise. So you can see here, this is our 4th anniversary doll. So she marked them here, right? And yeah, this is the official fan club special edition, and each of them correspond to individual dolls. So the white one goes with Isabella, the pink one goes with Martha, and the cyan one matches Douglas. So now we have to come to the end of the video. Again, I just want to part with some thoughts. I think I've said this over many times again that we're very proud of anniversary dolls. Um, we're very proud of the tradition of doing these because somehow it's just fascinating that a doll that you walk into, you don't know what's going to happen because not like all the other dolls that we make. For the anniversary dolls, we come in, we don't know how the votes are going to turn out. We don't know what era we're going to do. We don't know what theme we're going to do. We don't know what sculpt we're going to do. We don't know what hair color we're going to do. And somehow every year, it just creates a masterpiece. And it's been true for the last 4 or 5 years. And I believe in the future it's be the same. So I'm really looking forward to next year in around April time where we can all vote for the dolls again. I want to see what the next dolls are going to be like. But for now, please take a look at our dolls again, Isabella, Douglas, and also Martha. And if you like them, place an order now. And again, you have to be in our official fans club to order them. So if you haven't joined yet, please apply. I think there's a prerequisite saying that you need to have one special edition and show us a certificate of authenticity to join. But once you're in, you can join, and next year you can also come vote as well. But besides that, there are 2 other things I don't talk about. First of all, again, there's the 1K subscriber video. You can still come in and answer the question, and you can get a free doll. And also, second, I want to give a shout out to Stephanie again. Thank you for showing us and giving us all these really nice fabrics that maybe we can use in our future doll lines. And with that note, please remember to like, share, and subscribe our video again. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Bye.